this motion, which is Honorable Chika, for bringing this important motion. Some people are thinking that this motion is for people that have lost out. But no, actually the issue of democracy, you will look at the historical. One day somebody will come and blame us here. First of all, I'm a member of the APC, for the avoidance of any doubt. This motion, if you look at it in its totality, it rested on rule of law. And what we have witnessed in APC is a battle between impunity and rule of law. Mr. Speaker, if you look at the body of his motion, he's talking about INEC, I need to monitor this. This is a constitutional provision. Because if you go by the third schedule of the Constitution, Part 1, paragraph 15C, it says that INEC must do this thing. INEC must monitor primaries and then ensure that everything is done very well. And Mr. Speaker, if you look at the issue of money that he's talking about, Mr. Speaker, if you look at the issue of primaries, there is a court case that the Supreme Court says all parties must respect their constitution, their guideline. And I remember you have quoted this case of Honorable Doherty, Mato and Hembe, whereby I think probably for the avoidance of doubt, Mr. Speaker, I would like to quote that provision which the Justice of the Supreme Court says, Kekere Okon. He says that the only way our democratic dispensation can work effectively is where every aspirant for a political office who is qualified to contest an election is given an even playing ground. The failure of internal democracy within our political party, right from the grassroots level, eventually leads to instability in the entire political system. The failure of internal democracy is one of the reasons why court dockets are congested. And Mr. Speaker, I have a credible information that we have over 200 cases of APC pre-election matters. So that one is very serious. And even you sincerely has also a pending case there. So, Mr. Speaker, there is need for this House to come out with a concrete resolution whereby somebody cannot come and blame us. Mr. Speaker, permit me to go into archives to quote a statement made on 31st December 1983, where the present president says, and I quote, he says, the last election was anything but free and fair. The only political parties that could complain of election rigging are those parties that lack the resources to rig. There is ample evidence that rigging and thuggery were relative to the resources available to parties. If you look at the amount of money that APC has accumulated, Mr. Speaker, so maybe that is what gave them the ability to rig and then behave in such a way. If you look at Sunday Trust of sorry, Mr. Speaker. If you look at the front page of Sunday Trust or Sunday Punch of October 21st, it says that APC has raised almost about 12.6 billion from 2,105 aspirants. Mr. Speaker, that is very serious. INEC must come in, because if you look at the third schedule, paragraph 15 of our Constitution as amended, INEC is supposed to conduct an audit and then publish that audit to Nigerians for us to see. Mr. Speaker, we have a lot to say, but this House must take a decisive action to avoid being blamed in future. Thank you very much. I raise my case.